Hi, this is Jim Lyons here talking a little bit about some Randall knives that we have and a little bit of Randall history, hopefully. The one that I have before me is called the Randall Starflight Thrower. It's an ultra rare knife. Fewer than 50 were made, and roughly 20 or a few more than that, less than 30 are known to exist. And this was made between the late 70s and early 80s. Bo Randall was he loved throwing knives, so I think this was a concept knife he came up with. He wanted to share with everyone, and just a terrific knife. And as you can see, it kind of looks like a large ninja star with a long handle to throw it. All the points are sharpened, so you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sharp points on it, and can just imagine being hit with that just kind of amazes me. I can't even imagine throwing it, but it's just a really neat piece, piece of ultra rare Randall history. Average price on these are somewhere around $5,000. I have seen them as high as $7,000. It originally came with a sheath, but the sheath oftentimes got lost. This one has no sheath, but it was a Johnson sheath that would cover the bottom part of the blades and then the top. Just again, a very unique piece of Randall history. On this one, as you can see, it's got two logos. One of the logos is etched and the other is stamped, all stainless steel. The length of the longest blades probably about 14 inches, and then the shorter blades are probably about 8 inches. It has a thumb set screw that you just unscrew it and it all falls into line. That's for easy storage. They are. It's very sharp, very sharp. It's one of those things that I think you have to be proficient in it, because if you don't know how to throw it, I think you could end up cutting your hands. This is another rare piece. This is a 1942 Randall, Springfield Randall. During the war, sometimes Randall couldn't keep up with the production of the Model 1, so they had some made in Springfield, Massachusetts. The logo is very light on this one. Some of the logos are better than others. Original sheath, original stone, and there were only 1,200 of these made during that time period. I can't tell you how many remain, but it's just an amazing, again, another amazing piece of Randall history. Price range on these usually average somewhere around $2,000 based on condition, and sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less.
So, how many did they make during the war?
Well, of the Springfield Randalls, 1,200, and I don't know, but how many Model 1s they made, I don't know. Yeah, but of these there were 1,200 made, and it ended up being kind of a, they contracted to someone in Springfield, Massachusetts, and then it ended up being as I understand, a basement project after he lost the factory. They were completed there. Another neat piece for older knives. This is a Model 5.8 Camp and Trail. It's got pin stag. It's from like 1949 to 1951. Just a fantastic piece. Nickel silver hilt. You can see how wide the spacers are. Finger grooves. It has a hyzer sheath. The button are plain buttons on here. They weren't marked Randall. This one is marked Hyzer Denver on the top button. And on the back it has the Hyzer stamp with also the Denver logo on it. This knife is in the $2,500 range, and again, just a part of.
Did Randall ever make their own sheaths?
No, they always use outside makers for their sheath. Currently, it's Sullivan's in Odessa, Florida, who's been making them since the late '80s, but mainly early '90s through now. Before that, it was the Johnsons, and before that, Heiser, Southern Saddlery, and a couple of other makers that I'm not sure of. So, but they've always had someone else make their sheaths for them, and sometimes the sheaths are worth more than the knives. Yeah, on some of these historical sheaths.
All right, perfect. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Thank you.